Diagnosed with Parkinson's about 10 years ago. Today, I'm going to use juggling to help teach some things I learned while learning to juggle. These are also the things that help me live with PD, and I'm going to do most of it while juggling. Good jugglers are always ready with a drop line. My favorite are, "Oh, that's why I stopped juggling kittens." Or, "I'm an optimist. I still have 2 left." I started juggling when I saw a roommate of mine juggling balled up socks in college. It was before final exams the spring semester. I decided I would try doing it too. It was my calculus exam the next morning. I stayed up late at night and early into the morning learning how to juggle instead of studying for my calculus test. I thought my chance of learning to juggle before morning was much greater than my chance of doing well on a calculus test. I think I made the right decision. Here I am still juggling, and calculus hasn't really come to much use in my life. Soon after that, I bought a book called The Juggling Book by Carlo. Carlo taught me how to juggle, how to learn, and how to teach. Now with PD, my goal is to maintain my ability to juggle as best as I can and to inspire others. I don't expect that you'll learn how to juggle by the end of this presentation, but maybe you'll realize that some of the lessons that I learned while learning how to juggle can be applied to living well with PD. Also, it's a metaphor for what I try to practice. Before I could learn to juggle, I had to face and conquer my fear. Fear of dropping, fear of looking foolish, fear of what others will say, fear of spiders that could eat a frog. I'm still afraid of that one. The next thing I needed to do was to, after conquering my fear, was to try to relax. I learned about box breathing, helps me relax. It goes like this. Count to 4, breathe in, hold for 4, count for 4 to breathe out. It's very relaxing. I didn't learn to juggle by throwing 3 balls into the air and trying to catch them all before they hit the ground. I needed to break the task into smaller goals. I started with 1 ball. I tried to make SMART goals. An example of a SMART goal is throw and catch 1 ball 5 times from one hand to the other and stop. I can measure that. It isn't too hard. It's part of a larger goal to juggle 3. And in a day or 2 or 3 or a month, you should be able to do that. I try not to be discouraged if progress towards my goal isn't a straight line. Sometimes progress is filled with plateaus and potholes, detours and downturns. I try to persevere to get to my goal. When I drop the ball, I freeze and see what went wrong. Mistakes are a learning opportunity. I notice my body position. I notice my hand position. I notice the position of the dropped ball. By the way, this illustration is a frieze found in an Egyptian tomb. Juggling is an ancient art. Have you seen when ski racers close their eyes before the race to imagine going down the hill with perfect form? I try to imagine what doing a perfect juggling trick will look like, sound like, feel like, using all my senses to visualize success. Practicing in your mind works. I sometimes practice with a friend. Partner juggling requires communication and respect. I try to be sensitive to my partner's style and timing and adapt to them. I try to make my partner look good. I try to throw the ball to my partner, not at my partner. Juggling can be a form of meditation. For a few minutes a day, juggling clears my mind of all things superfluous, and I can concentrate on reflecting on gratitude for all the gifts that I've been given in my life. I made my juggling performance debut at my daughter's 3-year-old birthday party. 3-year-olds have never seen a better juggler than I. When I started teaching others to juggle, I realized that teaching requires re-examining everything that you learned. These are 2 of my current students, my grandsons. When people see me juggling, they often ask, can you juggle 5 balls? And I say, no. What's the point? I could spend years learning to juggle 5 balls, and then someone would ask, can you juggle 6? Where would it end? Flaming chainsaws? I don't know. This is a claw. Each day, I monitor my health by seeing how many claws I can do. If I can do 6 claws with each hand, I consider myself adequately medicated. I celebrate success. I write down my success and put it where I can see it. I share it with others. I thank everyone who supported me and helped me reach my goal. And I thank you for listening to me today.